Now we're going to talk about food. It is the lunch hour, and the people that are going to talk about food, yeah, are you smelling something? Yeah.
Yes.
They brought in some samples for us. First of all, say hello to Mary Lou Shea. She's here to talk with us about food trucks. Mary Lou works with the Pasco Specialty Kitchen, and you guys are the ones that put together this Food Truck Friday, aren't you?
We are. We are the ones that did that through the Downtown Pasco Development Authority. The Pasco Specialty Kitchen is one of their projects, and we developed it to help offset the cyclical nature of the mobile vending niche.
Well, I want to tell you thank you. I've only been there once, but I plan to be there more often, and I just think it's a fabulous idea. All right, tell us about it. If people have not been there yet, what happens on Food Truck Friday?
Food Truck Friday happens obviously on Fridays during the prime time lunch hour from 11 to 2. We have currently 8 vendors there, all of whom are offering a $4.95 lunch special. And one of the reasons we made that a requirement of the program is because there are a lot of worker bees out there like us. And a $10 lunch is a pricey lunch, so all of the vendors do offer a $4.95 cent special. But surprisingly, Christine and John, over 60% of the sales that we're seeing are actually for the regularly priced menu items.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell us what some of the food items are that we can get on a Friday.
What am I smelling?
Yeah.
Well, let me start with what you're smelling.
Okay.
Thanks to Barbara and Vanis Daniels from Uncle Brothers Fish Fry, who are a longtime Pasco Specialty Kitchen client and one of our food truck vendors. You're smelling one of their wonderful samplers that has catfish that is specifically flown in from the Mississippi, and some wonderful hush puppies with a lot of the garnish toppings that you might want to try. So I hope that you enjoy this for your lunch today.
Oh, that's wonderful.
In addition to that, we have an Asian Mexican Asian American fusion called Fresh Out of the Box. We have Swampy's Barbecue. We have Wee Ice, which is super popular and gaining every day. We have Lulu's Homestyle Treats, and Lori Middleton makes everything from scratch. There are a number of city workers who shall remain unnamed, but who are always seen at her booth every Friday. And we have Anne's Best Creole, which is very popular, and we have Backyard Grub, which serves up your wonderful gourmet burgers and French fries.
Oh, yum.
Wow.
So something for
Yeah.
everybody.
So you could go 8 different weeks and be getting, right now anyway, you could get 8 different items. You could get dessert. Oh, and the location, people are familiar with it. Tell them where it's at.
It is at the Pasco Farmers Market
Yeah.
every week, so it's a convenient, consistent location. So it helps the vendors to park there, but it also helps our wonderful Tri-Cities and outlying community because they can always count on it being there from 11 to 2 every Friday at the Pasco Farmers Market in downtown Pasco.
All right. So I understand that you're going to be doing some kind of a training class, that we don't have enough food trucks here. You want more.
There aren't. As I was saying the other day, we've created this wonderful, beautiful monster, and it's lovely in nature. We just have to build the pipeline. There just aren't enough. I get a number of requests from different communities as far away as Prosser, and these are big organizations who want to book these food vendors. And while I am not their representative, they are privately owned businesses, I do pass those opportunities on to the vendors. We don't have enough. There's simply not enough food vendors, and there's not enough of a variety of mobile vendors. So we're looking to help offset that problem by offering a mobile vending university series of classes that's all about food truck wannabes. It starts May 29th through June 26th. And more of the details are available on our website, but I do want to mention that subject matter experts will be there, people from labor and industry, the health department. Some of the mobile vendors themselves will be talking about how do you function and build a successful business by streamlining operations, because that is critical. We'll also be talking about strategic marketing and then just an overview, because the entry to this type of business is comparatively low. It can be as low as $10,000 for an espresso truck, and go as high as over $250,000. But compared to a Subway franchise, which is $263,000, it's a great way to break into the food business.
Mm-hmm. Wow, so this is, the timing is right. If people are even remotely thinking of this, they should be attending your class, and that's starting at the end of this month. What did you say, May 26th?
May 29th.
Oh, 29th,
They're
okay.
going to be on Saturdays from
Mhm.
10 to noon at the Pasco Specialty Kitchen, and the fee is a nominal fee, $225, and more information will be available to everyone who wants to participate on our website, on our Facebook page. Follow us on Pasco Specialty Kitchen.
Well, I also remember you saying before that you would have more vendors on the Friday event, except people are contracted to be parked at certain places during the week or on that Friday, so they can't leave those.
Exactly. There are a variety of conflicting business reasons why
Mhm.
we don't have more vendors at Food Truck Friday, and you're absolutely right, Christine. One of those is that some of the vendors, El Fat Cat Grill, which is an extremely popular mobile vending unit off of Edison, he has a standing contract, so he cannot participate in Food Truck Friday. The other reason is that the businesses don't want to disappoint their existing customer base,
Yeah.
right?
So maybe they need a second vehicle.
And isn't that, and that is where the growth, that is
Yeah.
where the incremental growth absolutely comes from. For an example, Kendra's, Walk and Roll, Kai and Mai Fengsaba, actually have a truck that is very, very popular out at Patel, Monday through Friday. And they've actually just received approval from LNI to build a second truck. So they are a prime example of how to run your business successfully, use social media effectively, and build your customer base and be successful.
So I know a lot of people sometimes feel, they see a food truck and their thought is, I just don't know about the safety regulations or the food service and everything. They have to meet the same requirements of any other food-related business. Isn't that true?
Absolutely true. In fact, the Benton Franklin Health Department has rigorous standards for any mobile vending unit, whether it's a taco truck, a pizza truck, a hamburger truck, a smoothie truck. All the licenses have to be in place, and they are very cognizant of the hygiene factor. And I know I was doing some research, and they used to be called roach coaches.
Yes.
In the older days. And
Mhm.
so now with health standards being what they are and the consumer being much more educated about what that requires, et cetera, all of the mobile vending units do require licensing, and they are inspected on a regular basis by the health department here. So they do a good job to keep it safe, keep it healthy, and keep it very, very high end on the hygiene scale.
Mhm. Well, the tacos I've had, I have a couple of favorites, and they're just delicious. They're absolutely delicious, and they're incredibly cost effective, I'd have to say. I mean, tacos that are $1.25 a piece or whatever, you can have quite a delicious plate of them.
Yes, the radio industry in this town runs on the food truck. the taco
Do
truck.
they?
Yes.
I like to hear that. That's awesome.
All right, what else is the Pasco Specialty Kitchen doing? I mean, what do you do? Is your whole thing, are you like a, what are those things called? An incubator? Yeah, is that what you are?
We are, absolutely. We are an incubator organization that helps small food businesses get off the ground. And so part of my job is to offer technical assistance, whatever that may look like, whether that's navigating the license process, which quite frankly can be overwhelming at times and very confusing, to providing marketing assistance, operations advice, doing a business plan, opening up retail or distribution channels with our network. So we are an incubator organization that is a nonprofit, And we are all about promoting small food businesses that are startups and helping them get started. We obviously supply the equipment and the facilities that would be exponentially expensive for small businesses, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in equipment, and they can rent our facility for a modest fee and help them get their food business off to a great start. One of the other things that I would love to mention is an upcoming fundraiser for the Downtown Pasco Development Authority called Tucks and Trucks. It's going to be on June 3rd. It is going to be a blast. We are sending out invitations as well as inviting the public to come down. For $35, you'll get a map and you're able to sample all of the different trucks down there. We'll have dinner and dancing. We ask that while black tie is optional and the Tri-Cities isn't known for being super formal, we do ask guys to wear a suit. And the coup de grace is that we will be auctioning off the trucks.
Wow.
So if people will be having a live auction whereby people can actually bid on a truck to come to their family reunion, their birthday party, etc.
Oh, how fun. Well, that's great. So that's June 3rd.
That is June 3rd, a Wednesday, June 3rd from 6 to 9.
Okay, I want you to hand me one of those, because I'm going to move that over here so the folks in the studio here can check it out. We'll give you a critique of this food when we come back. In the meantime, this is News Talk 870, and it is May 13th. May 13th, it's lunchtime, and we are eating. Hopefully we don't have our mouths full. But John and I both got to taste some food that came today with Mary Lou. We got to taste some hush puppies and also some catfish. All right, John.
Very good. Incredible. I'm going to go ahead and talk with my mouth full.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so I might, I know now what this is like, and this might be something that I order coming up on Friday. Mary Lou, remind us again, who is this vendor that we're eating?
Uncle Brothers Fish Fry, Vanis and Barbara Daniels, who are just wonderful. They harken back to deep Mississippi and Texas roots and do a wonderful job on their Fish Fry Food Truck Friday business.
Well, be sure and
Awesome.
tell them thank you from us,
Yes.
that we're really enjoying this. All right, what's the impact of Food Truck Friday? You've only maybe 4 weeks so far, or has it even been 4 weeks?
It actually, I know time flies. We started March 6th.
Okay.
So it's actually been a little over 8 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
8 weeks. And we are incredibly grateful and appreciative of everyone's support, from the media to the different people of the city to the community at
To the
large.
customers,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, oh my gosh, it's been over the top in terms of success. And while there's no fee or low fees to the vendors, the Pasco Specialty Kitchen doesn't take any percentage of sales. So the big news is that from an economic development standpoint, these vendors, these 8 vendors, have grossed more than $50,000 in sales from the local community.
Oh, good for them. Yeah.
And why is that important? So you think to yourself, okay, so what? Well, the key story about mobile vending is local, local, local. These are local businesses who live and work in our local community, who hire local employees, who source their food and supplies from local retailers, and who sell to local customers. So it's all about reinvesting into the local economy.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, they are thrilled with the results thus far in our pilot program. And we were delighted because one of the key reasons for the program was to draw traffic to downtown Pasco. And we have certainly done that. We have done that. It also helps to support municipalities in terms of tax revenues. It contributes to other retailers who may be in and around the area, from the crowds that we draw to bringing more customers to their stores, their restaurants. So it's a great economic development story.
Pretty much a win-win for everybody. So what do you know about where customers are coming from? Are they mostly Tri-Cities people, or what?
Well, we have customer survey cards that we have out on the tables and at some of the trucks as well. and we are diligent about looking over those each week. We review them carefully. We pass along the cards to the different vendors, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent feedback. And we've had, the numbers are still coming in, but I can tell you that there are people who come from the Hanford area faithfully every week. They hike in from the area every week.
Wow.
We have people who are tourists who have remarked that this is a wonderful event. We had a family that's just moved to the area and they heard about it through the Tri-City Visitor Convention Bureau and they came down to check it out. It's remarkable that not everyone who comes to Food Truck Friday is from Pasco. A lot of people are consistently coming from Kennewick, Richland, West Richland. There's people from Pendleton and Walla Walla, as well as Prosser, and even some from Yakima.
Well, I would think it would be a great Friday activity, coming up here maybe to do some shopping as well, and this is where the lunch hangout's going to be. It's a nice plan. I like it. And to know that it's really supporting back to the community, which is what your goal is, of course, and to get more traffic in downtown Pasco. Everybody's trying to do that. But I think you've hit on something really well. Maybe the folks in Kennewick and the folks in Richland could learn from this as well. Have something to draw people, a special event like this, and you're doing it on a weekly basis. So good for you.
Well, thanks. It's a huge team effort, of course, and there is plenty of opportunity for everyone to build this sector, whether it's Kennewick, Richland, Prosser, Walla Walla. Gut Grub is a new program that's starting up in Walla Walla, and I know they've reached out to a few of the vendors that we work with.
Gut Grub?
It's,
I love that
do you
title.
love that?
Yeah,
It's
yes.
as a fork right in the middle of a round something. And so
yeah.
they'll be doing that in downtown Walla Walla. Richland has, actually was the first to actually put a stake in the ground in John Dan Plaza. And while it's not necessarily a formal program like ours is, with marketing support and that type of thing, some of our Pasco specialty kitchen vendors, Northwest Sunset Grill and the Street Grill, are based there. And so there's room for everyone to get in on the wonderful business opportunity and help us grow it together as a community.
Mary Lou, it's so great to have you here. That's all right. We've got Food Truck Friday coming up this Friday, 11 to 2 in downtown Pasco.